Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the Azure Databricks series on JBS Wiki. In today's video, we are going to take a deep dive into one of the most powerful features in Azure Databricks, external tables. We will explore what they are, why you should use them, and walk you through a step-by-step process to implement them. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of how to use external tables to optimize your data workflows. So let's get started. First, let's understand what external tables are. External tables in Azure Databricks provide a way to define tables that map to data stored outside the Databricks file system, such as in Azure Data Lake or blob storage. This allows you to query and manipulate the data without actually importing it into Databricks. Think of it as creating a virtual representation of your external data, making it easier to access and process. There are several benefits of using external tables in your Databricks workflows. It has got seamless data access. You can access and query data from various sources without duplicating it. It is highly cost efficient. Since the data remains in its original storage location, you save costs associated with the data replication and storage with Databricks. It is highly scalable. External tables allow you to leverage the storage capabilities of your external sources while using Databricks for processing and analysis. By not duplicating data, you ensure consistency and reduce the risk of working with outdated copies. These benefits make external tables an excellent choice for handling large data sets on integrating data from multiple sources. Now, let's look at some real world scenarios where external tables can be incredibly useful. As far as data lake analytics is concerned, if you have a large data lake with petabytes of data, you can use external tables to perform ad hoc analytics without moving the data. Integrating data from various sources like Azure SQL Database, Azure Data Lake, and blob storage into a single Databricks environment for unified analysis can be a real win-win situation for everyone. Building ETL pipelines where data from different sources can be transformed and queried without moving or duplicating the data can be another important point. Yeah, these use cases showcases the flexibility and power of external tables in various data workflows. Let's walk through the high-level steps to create and use external tables in Azure Databricks. Let me take you through one of the notebooks that I'm going to use to implement external tables in my Databricks environment. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is like same process. I'm going to unmount the mount point MNT Delta tables if it is mounted already. And once it is unmounted, I will mount it back. Yeah. Okay, so MNT Delta tables is unmounted now. Now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to mount this storage account, JB storage account. Container name is Delta tables, and I will mount it as MNT Delta tables. Yeah, I've provided the required access key. You guys can change it as appropriate. Yeah, let's go ahead and execute it. Okay, so it's mounted now, and if you see here, we have 3 folders here. Okay, so now what we'll do is like let's look at the contents of this mount point. Yeah, so what I'm able to see is like we have 3 folders, and we will use this folder HDFC Bank for our external table. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is like I have a CSV file in this location. Let's go to this container. So if you see here, we have this Delta tables container. Inside that we have this HDFC Bank folder, and then this is like HDFC Bank CSV. I've downloaded this CSV file from the internet, so it is just the details of HDFC Bank share. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is let's head back to our notebook, and what I'm basically doing is like the CSV file path. I've provided it MNT Delta tables HDFC Bank, and this is the CSV file. Yeah, and what I'm basically telling is like I'm asking it to create a table. Yeah, using the CSV file. Yeah, and I'm asking it to create a table. Now let's execute it. So it's executing now. Okay, so it's created now. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to select the data out of it, yeah, from the HDFC Bank table. And if you can see here, we are able to see the data from that particular table, external table, yeah. So now what I'll do is like I will head back to our uh, catalog here, yeah. And then what I'll do is like let's do a refresh here, yeah, and then see if we can see the external table there. Yeah, the external table name, if you remember, it is HDFC Bank. So let's go to this default, and here we have this table called HDFC Bank. Yeah. So now let's click on that, and if you can see here, these are the columns that we have for this particular table. And when you click on this sample data, you will be able to see some of the sample data there. Here you go. So you have the data here. Yeah. Now, when I click on this overview, what I'm seeing here is like the data source, it is showing as CSV. Yeah. So in our Delta table video, we were clearly able to see that the data source was Delta there. But here, it clearly tells like it's an CSV, and in our case, it's an external table. Now, if I go to the details here, you can see that the location points to this particular file, which we know what that file is. And now if I go to the history here, yeah, it basically tells like table history is only available for Delta tables. So you don't have any kind of history for an external table. It's purely a read-only table. Yeah. So whatever you have it on the CSV file is just shown in this table. Yep. So what I'll do now is like let's head back to our notebook here. Yep. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to try deleting some rows from that HDFC Bank table. Yeah. Remember I told that it's a read-only table. Let's see what happens if we execute it. Yeah. So it basically tells like the feature is not supported. Table Spark underscore catalog default HDFC Bank does not support delete. Yeah. It's a well-known fact that external tables you'll not be able to use any of delete, insert, or things like that from the notebook. Yeah, you won't be able to do anything. You cannot manipulate the data there. Okay, so now what we'll do is like we will try adding a new row directly on the CSV file, and let's view that data. Yeah, let's go to here. Let's click on view or edit. Yeah, and then what I'll do is like we have this. So what I'll do, I will just put this information, and then what I'll do is like I will put it as 01 AUG 24, which is basically your 2024 year, and then I will change some values here. Yeah. 1768 low, let's change it to 1576, and I'm not changing anything else, but we will see if we can see this 01 August. Yeah, so let's do a save here. It is saved now. Now what I'll do is let's go back here. Yeah, and then let's execute it. And if you see here, we are able to see that data here, whatever we have added, which is 1 August 2024 with an open price of 1768 and high is 1576. Yeah. So the modification is not right, but yes, the value, as far as the value is concerned, is not right. But whatever I can change on the CSV file from the storage account, on the storage account, I'm able to see that here. Yeah. So that is done. So now what I'll do is, like, let me delete that row that we have created. Let's execute it one more time, and then we will see that 01 August is there. So now what I'm going to do, let's go there. Let's edit it. And then what I'll do is, like, I will remove the first two rows, yeah, and then save it. Now what I'll do, let's execute it. So I've removed this 1 and 2 row, which is 1 August 2024 and 31 July 2024. Let's execute it. Let's see what happens. So if you see here, 1 August and 31 July data is no longer there. So the CSV file, while we have an external table created, you are allowed to change it. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is, like, going to change the CSV file itself. Yeah. So if you see here, we have this CSV file which has data from 31 July 2024 to 7 August 2023. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is, like, let's delete like close to 15 rows. Yeah. So we have the header, so I'm deleting 15 rows here. Yeah, let's delete it. It's gone. Yep. And let's close this CSV file. And then what we'll do is, like, we will go here, yeah, and then we will override this file and then see if we will be able to upload the file, and also, like, if we will be able to execute the external table, like view the content of the external table, because we have already created the external table on the CSV file. So now let's try replacing it. Yeah, now it is replaced. Let's head to our notebook here. Yeah, and then let's execute it. Now if you see here, even though I replaced the CSV file directly onto the storage account, that is the container delta tables inside the HDFC bank folder, you're still able to get the required data. So it doesn't seem like a problem. Cool. So to sum up, external tables in Azure Databricks provides a powerful and flexible way to work with data stored outside the Databricks environment. Whether you are performing complex analytics, integrating data from multiple sources, or building a robust data pipelines, external tables offers numerous benefits in terms of cost, scalability, and performance. I hope this video has given you a clear understanding of how to implement and use external tables effectively. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to JBS Wiki for more in-depth tutorials and insights on Azure Databricks and other data technologies. And if you have any questions or topics you would like me to cover, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Jai Hind.